Hi, it's Mild Red Songbird, Mild Red Bird Song in New York City. You're looking at Edwin Birdsong's album cover, Supernatural, and Edwin Birdsong's album cover, What It Is. Also looking at my brothers. Edwin Birdsong was my first husband this life. These are my brothers from a past life, Gibi and Tarek Dajani. I'll have more to say about them in a few minutes. Let me begin with a tweet from Politico. We must also face the existential threat of our time, the climate crisis, Pelosi said after accepting the Speaker's gavel, addressing the importance of the new Select Committee. John Stossel says, millions die from malaria, millions die from dysentery. But changing climate is the existential threat of our time? This is just dumb. And there's nothing we can do about climate at the moment anyway. I agree with John Stossel that ignoring diseases that are killing millions is dumb. But it has come to light that the dozen or so men who run the world do control the weather. They created Hurricane Katrina, for example. You can hear the details by checking out this important DVD on YouTube. Americans, Important. Lindsey Williams, The Elite Speak, with Pastor Stan Johnson. Lindsey Williams was a chaplain to the elite. And he learned, and he made friends with some of them, and he learned about how they run the world, and he's telling us. So please check this out. The second video, and this is at the Maelstrom Exceptions channel on YouTube. Okay? The second video, Bill Magiker, Explosive Information Explaining World Governments. This is also very, very informative about world governments. Now you don't hear this information anywhere. So please check this out. This is at the Trusted Real News channel, and John B. Wells is interviewing him. So you know John B. Wells is interviewing him. It's important what he's saying. He said on this video, the bad guys have all the money and no rules. The good guys have all the rules and no money. So, check this out. He names names. Okay? Alright, what next? Email to Edwin Birdsong with copies to Sing Birdsong. This is Sing Birdsong. And this is Michelle Birdsong, his mother. Okay? Two twins, Gibi and Tarek Dajani, my brothers from past lives, one of whom, Tarek, lives here at St. Francis of Assisi's. Robin Birdsong with St. Francis of Assisi's, Residence 3. Today, Tarek told me he was listening to my ex-husband's music last night. Edwin Birdsong, such a good musician. He's a good composer. He was Bach, Irving Berlin. But Tarek went on raving loudly at lunch. I was listening to Rapper Dapper Snapper, I added. Yes, he said, Rapper Dapper Snapper. I told Tarek to check out What It Is and Supernatural. I wrote those lyrics. Okay? And then I said to Edwin, hope you are healthy as a horse. Did I? No, I never did. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to show others and myself what I could do to help someone become a star by me working very, very hard for years with everything that's in me. Thank you. Continue to take care of yourself. Ciao, Michelle. Okay. Now, Tarek and Gibi are Muslims, and Mary Panama was over here earlier today, And somehow we got to talking about religion. And I told her that Alexander the Great, Alexander Danilian, a Russian American, told me that the Old Testament is the Quran. And since then I've heard it from other sources. Of course we know the Old Testament is a part of the Christian Bible and it's Jewish. So the three religions have the same Bible. The Judaism, the Islam, and the Christianity. So what are they fighting about? And then I told her what happened to her happened to me when I was Sarah. Mary Panama's husband cheated on her with the maid. And Abraham cheated on Sarah and impregnated the maid. I think the kid's name was Ishmael. And God, to make it up to Sarah, gave Sarah a baby, and she was 90 years old. And that baby, that gift from God's name, is Paul Joseph Watson. And Abraham's name is Tommy Robinson. And Abraham is called the father of the three religions. And Abraham, as Tommy Robbins, is trying to stop the Muslims who have gone hog wild to take over the world. Now, I asked you to check out a video that shows their progress called 1400-Year-Old Secret, Why We're Afraid of Islam. It's by a scientist called Bill Lerner. Okay, 1400-Year-Old Secret. Check that out. That will tell you what's going on with the Muslims. Okay, last thing I'm going to do is to read the words I wrote from the musical I'm writing. And I found out yesterday that I had been Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And I wrote epic poetry. For example, the song of Hiawatha. Hiawatha was my granddaughter. Can you see her up there? Ostara Gloria was Hiawatha. And Longfellow, wrote Song of Hiawatha. Now, it is possible that I learned to write epic poetry from my father, who is, can you see him? Let's see, where is he? There he is. See? His name is Milton Harris. This thing is plugged in. Let me unplug it so I can give you a close-up of Milton. He was my father in a previous life. He's here at the residence now. And he was Homer. Homer wrote epic poetry that influenced the ancient Greek culture. Okay, Longfellow wrote poetry, epic poetry, that also influenced culture. And I write epic poetry as the Michelle Birdsong. So see what you think. See if this is going to influence anybody. I didn't write it to influence anybody. I wrote it because I was inspired. It's called We Surrender to You, Sweet Gurinder. Let's see. I'm trying to fix it so you can have the picture and not just the words. For eternity, nitty gritty, city, witty itty bitty, girl and boy baby, came to say to thee, set the slaves free. Welcome to eternity from the man from Galilee. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder. Your love is higher than we ever dreamed of. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder. You're the master of every kind of love. As Jesus Christ, you gave sacrificial love. As a Buddha, you gave enlightenment, nirvana, touch. As Santa Claus, Saint Nick, you gave goodies to good children. As Saint Valentine, you brought kismet out from undercover. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder. Your love is higher than we ever dreamed of. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder. You're the master of every kind of love. As a hubby, you gave babies and was mommy's eternal friend. As a parent to your children, you loved, protected, and guided them. Like the sun to his children, the birds who fly up to the sky to tweet high and by. Son of the sun, we surrender to you, sweet Gurinder. Your love is higher than we ever dreamed of. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder. You're the master of every kind of love. This is about all the different forms, excuse me, Jesus Christ has taken. He is now in the form of Gurinder Singh. Okay? Alright. You were my brother, my guardian angel mother. You were my 24/7 inside friend. You revealed where I'm going. You guided me back to where I've been. You washed away all of my sins. Prayer, meditation, and clean living. Fruits and vegetables and drug-free existence. Listening, obeying our consciences. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder. Your love is higher than we ever dreamed of. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder, because you're the master of every kind of love. When I was snubbed in North Carolina by satsangis, you married me spiritually. You put a baby in my womb within and sent me to the sun for the other twin. And now I'm pregnant with twins. You close the gates of heaven. The new heaven is the earth. The daughter of light marries the man of dirt. The new orders for the world are given birth. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder. We surrender. Your love is higher than we ever dreamed of. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder, because you're the master of every kind of love. When you were General President Dwight David Eisenhower, Supreme Commander of Allied Forces during World War II, you had the U.S. presidential power. Your love of country came shining through. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder. Your love is higher than we ever dreamed of. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder, because you're the master of every kind of love. You love the world as Louis Armstrong. As Nat King Cole, you sang of unforgettable stardust. As Luther Vandross, you sang the Impossible Dream Song. As Dean Martin, you sang Amore, Lust. As Frankie Valli, you never laid a hand on her. Your eyes adored her. That's how you opened the door. That's how you and the sun had the babies begun. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder. With your love is higher than we ever dreamed of. We surrender to you, sweet Gurinder, because you're the master of every kind of love. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's rich with content, as always. I saw the sun today. I communed with him today. And so I knew something important would be happening. Because every time, it was a cloudy day. It was kind of cold. But he came out to see me. And every time he comes out to see me, something big happens. So the information I've given you tonight, including the videos, are very they're very big knowledge. Let me just show you another picture. This is a picture I took of the sun. Is it beautiful? This looks like a diamond. This looks like a ring. Also, it looks like Saturn, the planet. It looks like so many things. And this is the son of the sun, Gurinder Singh, Radhaswami, Lord of the Soul, Jesus Christ, 21st century, with the Lady of Light, the daughter of the sun, Eve, the Michelle Birdsong beside him. And this is my belly on my breast. There's only one baby in there because it's the only picture I have right now. But there are actually two babies inside that womb. Aria Elizabeth and Giancarlo Arturo. Okay? So, and this is Charan Singh, who is now Giancarlo Arturo. He was Jesus Christ 1st century, and he was Jesus Christ 20th century. Okay, Gurinder Singh is Jesus Christ 21st century. One more picture. This is Hiawatha I was telling you about. And this is Sing Birdsong. There's this motorcycle. He drove that motorcycle from New York City to Los Angeles all by himself. Can you believe that? He was King, I want to say Menelaus. He may have been King Menelaus, but I know he was King Charlemagne and King Arthur and Jimi Hendrix and George Gershwin and Wolfgang Mozart and Jagat Singh, Jesus Christ Consciousness. Okay, that's it. I don't want to go. I'm enjoying you so much. It's Mild Red Songbird in New York City. That's Sing Birdsong and his mother. Mild Red Songbird. Mild Red Birdsong. Talk to you later.